So NASA is concerned that the Starship might cause delays for the Artemis 3. If you're not familiar with what the Artemis program is, it is a program by NASA solely focused on going back to the moon. Probably other planets like Mars, etc. in the future. And I said other planets. I know the moon is not a planet, so don't freak out in the comments on me. So NASA and SpaceX have a contractual agreement to work together on the Artemis program. NASA chose SpaceX in favor of other space agencies back in 2020 or 2021. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure which year it was. I've lost track of time. NASA chose SpaceX in favor of Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, and some other space agencies. They have a contractual agreement to work together. SpaceX's mission is to build a lunar lander version of their Starship, which they're building to go to Mars. Back on April 20th, SpaceX had a test flight for the Starship. It was actually one of the most extraordinary test flights to date. And unfortunately, it blew up 4 minutes into its flight. It had several engine failures and was destroyed by its flight termination system 4 minutes after liftoff. Unfortunately, when these things happen, it causes investigations to ensue. So now the FAA, SpaceX, and even NASA are investigating what happened on April 20th to the Starship. Again, in a broad sense of things, we know that it had several engine failures and was destroyed by the flight termination system. But what caused that? And, you know, the FAA wants to know these things, especially when SpaceX is also constructing a lunar lander for humans to land on the moon. So, you know, people are going to be on these spacecraft. So, right now, there's just a lot of investigating going on, and it's caused delays. And that's going to cause delays for the construction and the progression of the lunar lander version of the Starship. Because SpaceX has their own goals as well. They want to go to Mars. And while that is their main goal, they are focused on the lunar lander as well. But, you know, things happen. But neither the FAA nor SpaceX has provided public updates on the status of that investigation or when the company might be cleared to make another launch attempt. SpaceX chief executive Elon Musk said on April 29th the company could be ready in as soon as a couple of months, but that schedule appears unlikely based on visible progress at the company's Starbase test site in Boca Chica, Texas. Basically, the Starship needs to do more test flights, and so does the lunar lander version of the Starship. But the lunar lander Starship has not seen the light of day with test flights, and that has caused delay. NASA wants to launch the Artemis 3 in 2025, but unfortunately, it looks like it's been delayed to 2026. And this is all because of Jim Free, and he has gone on to say, with the difficulties that SpaceX has had, I think that's really concerning. You can think about that slipping probably into 2026. And he didn't elaborate on the difficulties that SpaceX has encountered, but the company's Starship Super Heavy launch vehicle is currently grounded after its launch in April. Regarding development of the lunar lander version of Starship, Jim Free said that SpaceX and NASA have delayed a critical design review of the vehicle until after the company performs a successful cryogenic refueling demonstration in Earth orbit, which the actual main Starship has yet to do. The company provided NASA with an updated schedule last week, details of which he did not disclose, that the agency is reviewing. So there you have it, just a bunch of delays because Starship's investigation is still ongoing from its April 20th disaster. But it wasn't really a disaster. If you go back and watch it, it was actually super awesome, and everybody actually cheered, even the SpaceX staff and engineers and everybody, as it blew up, because it was actually, even though it blew up, it was the most successful flight of the Starship to date. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the Artemis 3 launch. I know I am, because it's going to be extraordinary. It's going to be the first time we've been to the moon with humans in several decades. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.